Samsung has finally presented its Galaxy Gear smartwatch, but has the long wait been worth it? Well, see for yourself. In terms of style, you can see it's a pretty chunky, blocky, and fairly ugly device. The solid metal frame that houses the display is held together with visible screws. It comes with a fairly thick plastic armband with a weak 1.9 megapixel camera. It'll come in 6 colours, from black to wild orange, and also in the thick metal bracket is a microphone and speaker. According to Samsung, the Gear is the perfect companion for the Galaxy Note 3. Now this is important because the Galaxy Gear only works in conjunction with a smartphone. It's basically just an extension of your smartphone's display. The Bluetooth connection is initiated via NFC and it works fine. The app Gear Manager is the control center on your smartphone, so it gives you a selection of watch designs, allows you to select gear-specific apps like Runtastic, and at the moment there's about 70 apps available. The Gear smartwatch features some of the S-Voice communication capabilities of the smartphone. Notifications of missed calls, upcoming appointments, and incoming phone calls is also possible. We couldn't test the calling functionality of the watch yet though, but we'll let you know when we can. A smartwatch camera function we already know from other smartwatches, but there is one extra feature with the Gear. You shoot photos from the camera built into the strap. To open the camera app, just swipe down on the screen and start snapping James Bond style. 1.9 megapixels is a rather modest resolution to use for a camera, and the image quality is not really useful for much of anything. The motion sensor has a few practical applications. If you raise your arm, the watch will automatically display the time. Oh, and of course it also counts steps. Now, by Samsung's own admission, the battery does not last very long. After less than a day, it'll need to be recharged in the charging station, which is kind of weird and awkward looking. Now, charging works through the contacts on the back of the watch. These are connected to the terminals inside the charging cage. This is normally done via a USB cable, and it's pretty obvious why it's normally done that way. In conclusion, it's kind of mixed feelings, but they're mostly bad. The 320 by 320 pixel display looks okay, and the 800 MHz processor should be fast enough to react, but it's laggy and the battery also does not last very long. So what is Samsung's plan then? Probably trial and error. The Korean company seems to be just throwing this one out on the market to see how it floats, because it's nowhere near what we were hoping for, and it's nowhere near as sexy as we were hoping either.